Down at the spot where the lights are bright, we're laughing, shouting, holding on real tight. Just examine that old school sound in the rhythm of the night, where the fun's always found. Here we're rolling all the way, just let the good times flow in this pixelated land where the wild ones go. Cruising at the arcade floor, we're shooting in Gallagher Road. Yeah, we're glowing at the Pixel Show. Let's blast them at the game machine glow. Well, everybody playing, everybody scoring at the baller room touring.
Hello, and welcome to another Friday night gaming happy hour with Gaga Guy 88. Burger Time Babe is not here, so she's having a little bit of issues tonight. Have some kidney stones here, so she decided she's going to have to sit this one out. Said she may pop in sometime during the show, but not quite sure. So I had to call in the big boys here. We got a whole slew of people just chomping at the bit to give their hot takes. We're doing hot takes tonight, guys. So get ready, buckle up, have a drink in hand, because you're going to be hearing a lot of opinions. So here we go. Let's bring them all in. We got Stock Jock, Billy Woods Mods, the other Bill. We have Chris, Ace of Jacks. We have Perfect Storm Gaming. What is going on, everyone? There it is. There he is.
Hello. I accidentally left accidentally. I was trying to edit my camera and left. What's up, guys?
How we doing tonight, guys?
Doing wonderfully, man. Looking good on the screen. I have the up on YouTube on the computer, but I can't reply in text, so I can run my mouth.
Wait a minute. Before we start, though, because I'm confused. You said hot takes. I thought we were doing hot wings.
Yes. Hot wings. I have them being delivered to you right now, Bill.
Awesome. Good. Nice. I'm a little hungry.
Yeah.
Extra spicy.
Yes. So let's go around the horn here. Everyone, I want to know how you're doing and what you're drinking. So first off, Daryl, Stock Jock, how you feeling tonight?
Hey, I'm
ready
feeling
for your
great,
hot
man.
take and what you drinking?
Yeah, I'm excited. You asked me to come back. It's funny thing because when we got done, I changed my hot take in the middle, on the last show, like the very last second, simply because Joe Cade was on, and it reminded me of the evil Kane from the Command and Conquer Red Alert series. He reminded me of him so much. I had to do my hot take on that. But my other hot take, which I told him afterwards, he's like, dude, you should have gone with that one. So thanks for inviting me back. I can't wait to do that. Let me look at everybody here. No, I don't see anybody who looks like an evil villain tonight. So I'm excited to be here and doing great. Looking forward to it.
Glad to have you. Billy Woods Mods, you've been on my show one time before. I think it was whenever the G.I. Joe Cavs released. You're on my show. But that's the only other time. So welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Doing great.
Drinking?
Some black, whoa, there we go. Here we go. Some Notch black lager. Nice little Czech style.
Nice. Nice.
True pint, no less. 16
Oh,
ounces.
snap. He's even got it in the pint. He's not going straight can. We're going,
No.
we're making it fancy. We're making it fancy.
Nope.
Drinking Guinness?
No. It's
Oh,
a
that
nice
was
black
Guinness.
lager, man. No.
Oh, I thought it
No.
was Guinness.
I used to brew, sort of. I used to kind of be like a jack of all trades at a very small local brewery. So I'm kind of like a beer snobby now. So
Oh,
Yeah.
are you the IPA guy? Are you like into those? Oh,
IPAs
yes.
are stupid. It's overdone. We don't need them.
He
Hot take.
was going to
hot
say
take of the
another
night
word.
already.
It's already starting. Hot takes are starting.
I was
Oh
going to
my
say,
God.
Gallagher guy, you sure you want these guys drinking?
Yeah.
They gotta be
I don't
clean. Have you
Let's
not-
let them go
you got,
last. Let's
you
see
got
what they
two
really have to
firemen on the
say.
show, and you want us to be clean? Come on now.
Yeah. And with
Oh.
this officially out of service. Thank you.
All right, and we have someone else who's going to pop in too. Didn't know if he'd be able to make it or not. We're going to make it this a full 7 stack. If I can get him to come on, there it is. Chaotix here too.
There he is.
There
What
you
up,
go.
Man,
He's
right.
down there in the fire right now. He's in the fire with the fire.
Look
behind
at
him.
all that PLA behind him too.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
How you doing
Can you not
tonight,
hear us?
Chaotic? Can you not hear us?
He's
Okay.
Hello,
Well,
Brian.
I
he's
think he's
figuring
still
that
working
out.
on it.
technical
Bill.
difficulties.
How you doing tonight, Bill? What are we drinking?
I'm good. I got a little Jim Beam going on tonight. The only thing missing is I need one of Gallagher guy's glasses. I got to order one of those for sure.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning.
Yes.
Well, it's not going to be 4 inches. I can tell you that much.
Yes.
I
Walk around with that. Walk around with that.
thought we were a clean
Come
show.
on. I thought this was a clean show.
It's taunting me, bro. Come on now.
You're
PG-13.
instigating.
PG-13. We're PG-13.
That's
How
all
about
right.
that?
We
That's
got
all right.
who's gonna drop it.
What?
If it's PG-13, you got one F-bomb.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. That's right.
Dibs.
Okay.
We're saving it for Vito.
Dibs.
Yeah, I'm
Dibs.
I'm looking down there. I'm looking at Vito. Like,
Dibs.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be the person you least expect.
Chris, Ace of Jacks, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming back. He saw that I was doing other hot takes, and he was like, "Am I not invited back?" I'm like, "I didn't think you'd want to come back."
Why
After the
not?
last
I'm
one.
always up for talking, chatting with you
Yeah.
guys. This is a great community, and I'm sure I've probably pissed off somebody somewhere. I know it happens. Yeah, who cares?
Join the club.
Yes.
This is life. Deal with it. Grow a
Yes.
pair. This is how we do
Yes.
things. Anyway, no, it's been an interesting week. I was offered a job 2 weeks ago, and then they pulled the offer yesterday on me.
Ooh, that's just rude.
that's messed up.
Oh, come on.
Well,
come on.
that's what happens when you work for the state. They can't exactly
Yes.
be open about everything. But
Like the TV show from the 90s?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm Doug Tomento.
Yeah.
Addie.
All righty. Vito, how
Sir,
you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm drinking water in a Gatorade bottle. I'm a weakling tonight because I'm not
Yeah.
home. So unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah, you're on the job.
on the job, on the
Yeah.
clock. Yes, sir.
So
Nice.
if Vito has to drop suddenly, we'll know what happened probably.
No, I'll take you with me. I'll take you guys with me. You get to watch what I do.
There
You
you
get to
go.
watch me get. I'll boost the ratings for your female guests. I'll get dressed in my fire gear. Your
There you
ratings
go.
shoot right up.
Then we'll be like, why is the camera suddenly going to the right all of a sudden? Did Vito fall in the fire? I don't know. And then
Thanks
we
for
have
having me, man.
Chaotic. So glad you came on. I asked him earlier in the day, and there was like dead silence. And then all of a sudden, he was like, "Hey, I just got off of work. Is it cool if I still come on?" I'm like, "Absolutely, man. I'm so glad that you're here. We
Yeah.
love hearing everyone's hot takes. So I'm ready for yours.
Sorry about being late, man.
Oh no, not at all, not at all. So, what you drinking tonight, and how you doing?
Not drinking anything. I'm not feeling very well stomach wise, so I don't think I should drink anything.
Did you eat a giant cheese stick? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Alcohol kills whatever poison's going on in
Those
in your
things
gut.
are nasty, man.
And-
So it's funny because me and my wife went out to lunch today, and she goes, "Man, we should have gotten some cheese sticks."
Thanks, Meatball.
I was like, "You're rude."
Yeah,
What up,
whenever we
Joe?
were in Milwaukee, we were at this 3rd Street Market. It had like it's like a mall but for food, and one place had a thunder stick, and it was like a mozzarella stick, deep fried mozzarella stick, like the size of my forearm.
It's probably got 3 or
And-
4 pounds of cheese.
Yeah, yeah. And then Brian's over there just raw dogging it. That's what he's doing. And then he was sick. His stomach was sick for like the next 2 days. He was like, I feel so bad, my stomach. Oh,
Yeah. Now what didn't pull out, Brian?
It was just straight up. 3 a.m. I woke up. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
He's pregnant with a cheese baby.
Oh.
Yes. So let's say hello to the chat.
I'm still not right.
Yeah. Oh, it was. We all felt it vibrated throughout the house. Whatever was happening.
Oh, my God.
Wait, hold on. When was this?
Milwaukee,
This
the,
is in
the
Milwaukee.
Midwest Gaming Classic. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I wanted to go to that so bad. I'm going to go next year.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, it was
It was good.
fantastic. All right, let's say hello to those in the chat here real quick, and then we'll get to the hot takes. We have Marine50 in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by here. JJ, evening. Lots of things to offer hot takes on. Looking forward to the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. And then we have MSU Rich. Hello, MSU Rich. We have Jason Alien, the best moderator in the business.
Happy
Mystery
birthday
Encoder
again,
here.
Jason.
Yep, happy birthday.
Mystery
friend.
Encoder is here. He's here to see his father. You know, his hot takes.
Got his poor papa.
Don't
We
disappoint
have-
your son, Bill.
Because my hot take is, I don't believe Mr. Encoder is my son.
That's right.
I
That's
want
not
to
much
test.
of a hot take, believe me.
Brooklyn Menace in the chat. Let's
Brooklyn?
see who else we got here. We got Intellivision Gamer. Go check out Intellivision Gamer if you love Intellivision, which I ordered that Intellivision Sprint like
I know you
2
did.
weeks ago.
On
and it still
purpose?
hasn't moved. Like it says, I ordered it. And like no shipping, no package. I'm like, all right. They're making me want to change my mind. They need to hurry
You know
up.
what?
And get
You
me
just need to call this guy down here. He'll get it for you, man. Come on.
it. Okay. All right. I'll give him a call. As someone
No.
Hey,
That's right.
hey, he's got it.
Hey, wait.
See, I should have got at the show. All right. Who else we got here? We got Devastator Omega, hello, Devastator Omega, Meatball Saucy, also in the chat, raising his Galaga Guy 88 glass on Friday night. Thank you so much.
Nice.
B Kirby in the chat. If you want to check out my glasses, you will have a link. I do have a couple cool ones. If you want to be hashtag winning, man, you can do that. A couple of new ones in here. This is I don't even know how to pronounce this. Felicia Leamore, I believe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Zero Cool Force. Yeah. Yeah. Jokade. Jokade, which is like he is the
Hey, Jokade.
the spokesman right now for hot takes.
Oh my
Everyone's
gosh.
talking about
Oh
his
my
hot
God.
takes.
Dude, his Atari hot take, the best. Like in the
He went-
camera, screaming,
Oh,
Ape.
oh!
boop. Like,
Did you see what
oh
he did
my
to him
God.
later, though?
Wait,
See
what?
he did to him later.
Wait,
wait.
what?
He went ballistic. It was amazing.
Oh, it was amazing.
On this
It
show?
was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he's
why
screaming-
Atari? Why Atari
Volume up a little
7800
bit.
should have been the winner
Yeah.
Yes.
of the
Yes.
the 8-bit console wars.
Oh.
It was amazing.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and you know
Go
what?
back and watch.
He put up an amazing argument.
did.
He won. He's
Oh,
100% right.
Over Nintendo? Are you on crack, Joe?
No,
Wrong hot take. You
No.
have to go back. You have to go back and
you got to go
watch
back
that
and
one.
watch it. I'm
You
telling
better
you,
watch it.
he friggin' killed it.
Atari
Um,
don't beat out Nintendo. Don't. All right, I'll shut up.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay. But
No.
I did the keep 3, cut 5, and he chose the NES over the Atari. I made him do
You
that.
did.
He was like, ah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The little one wiener controller and one button does not beat the Nintendo. It just
No, it was a 7800. You got to remember 7800 versus 26, 4-bit versus 8-bit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm like hijacking. this
Oh,
here,
you
but-
said
No,
it was
no, no.
versus. You said that won the 8-bit console. Okay, never mind. I'm
Right.
sorry. All right,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right, I'll watch
No,
it.
it's cool.
I'll watch it.
We're just
Yeah,
rolling
gotta
through
watch
this,
it.
guys.
It's
We're
great.
this is DJ Beat Reviews. Hello, pleasure to see you here. We got SD15. He's also here. Oh, where did
He's late.
Chaotic go?
SD15's
He's
late.
a
He's
little
fired.
late.
He went to go
Fired.
grab
He's
something.
fired.
Yeah, it's
probably
probably
Rich Rodella.
caught up
Poor
with him,
dude's
man,
probably
again.
grabbing some Pepto.
Nah, yeah.
Pleasure to see you, Trodella. And
We're
then PBJ Racing, thank you for stopping by also with a glass also. For me personally tonight, I'm drinking Fireball because I am insane and Dr.
Nice.
Pepper.
That's
Because we're going to be
it.
shooting fireballs tonight, guys. We're going to be shooting fireballs tonight. So, since Stock Chalk last time didn't really get to say the one he wanted to, the hot take that he had, I said, all right, well, you're going first then this time. So that way you can get you've waited long enough. Your hot take is ready to go. So let me go ahead and do this move.
Oh, okay.
And then we're
Oh,
gonna make
boy.
you
Oh,
make
boy.
you big if it'll do it. Come on here.
That's what she
Restream is
said.
like
There
way
I
slow.
am. There I am. All right. This is the
There
hot
we
take
go.
I originally was going to do. And I'm actually glad it got pushed back, Gallagher Guy, because it's so apropos what's going on right now. And it's the hot take is to shill or not to shill. That is the
Ooh.
question.
Ooh.
So
What are we shilling?
all these guys are, not a bunch, but guys are getting free cabinets, free, pinball machines, for reviews. Okay. And they're for reviews. And it's people are losing their minds because they're getting these things for nothing for review.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's my take on it. Okay. Who gives a flying, I almost said it, the F. Okay. Who cares? Okay. Here's why. Okay. I watch these guys because I find them interesting. I find them informative. They keep me entertained. They give me good information.
Mhm.
Okay. And here's the beauty of it. Do I have to watch them or do I not have to watch them? Okay. I've got a brain up here. I can figure out whether what they're doing is not giving me the correct information or not, or if they're giving me the information that they only want me to hear. I have got, the brain power to figure out if these guys are worth watching in the first place.
Mhm.
So what I'm trying to say is, who cares if these guys get free cabinets or not? It's me that's going to watch them or not watch them. So I could care. Why do I have to go on the internet, okay, or on YouTube, whatever it is, and spew all this crap about that they shouldn't they shouldn't be getting these things, or you should get them, and I should get them. Who should get them, or what? I could care less. Okay, it's whether I enjoy watching that individual or not. And as far as I'm concerned, if you can get a free cabinet or a free My Arcade, I don't care. I can choose to watch you or not watch you. That's my hot take.
Yeah. I got something to add to that, and I support everything you said, Daryl.
All right. So that's Daryl's hot take. Let's go. Well, how's everybody feel about that? Agree, disagree?
I agree, and I have a huge statement to make. There's a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Michael Fryer. He makes videos. He anybody who deals with OBS watches his tutorials, right?
Yep.
He also made a video about 1.5 years ago. Basically, what is your value as a YouTuber? And what it means is essentially to know your value and what you bring to the table. So we don't make a whole lot of, I personally don't make a lot of money off my channel. I make maybe $100 a month off my channel, if that, off of whatever it is. And if a company is going to give me a free product, the one thing that I try to do is I try to give the utmost honest review that I can for the product, whether they give it to me for free or not. You are going to get, and that's my thing, I give honest reviews. So I'm going to honestly review whatever it is you give me, whether it's a $3,000 V-Pin, whether it's a $50 game, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to give you the best, most honest review that I could give on your product. If your product is crap, I'm going to say it. If your product is great, I'm going to say it. Now, as far as YouTubers go, we take a lot of time, effort, and everything to make the content. A lot of guys take a lot of time to edit. That time is money. You know what I mean? And a lot of us don't just do it for fun. You know, I want to make a second job out of this. So eventually, at some point, I want to have my channel so big that it's just making me money hand over fist. So why should we not take a free product when this company is going to make tens of thousands or hundreds of dollars, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in my case, when I've sold virtual pinball cabinets at 10,000 a clip for a company? Like, what do I get out of it? I got nothing out of it. I didn't get a free cabinet. I didn't get anything. I did a review that did 5,000 or 6,000 views, and I'm sure it put $100,000 or more in this person's pocket. So yes, why shouldn't we get something free out of it? It's not shilling if you do. Now, if you're going to give a constant fluff review, yeah, you should just take a hike. But I think you should give an honest review, and that's my take. So yeah, you should get something out of it from these companies. They're going to make tens of thousands of dollars off of us, literally, just like YouTube does. So why shouldn't you get something out of it? To say otherwise is asinine.
Well, what I was gonna say is that's where I can, as an individual, I can understand and make the determination: is this guy fluffing it or not? Okay, and even if you are fluffing it, and I enjoy still watching, I can go like, well, you know, that's not for me. That's just not for me because I don't like it. So it all boils down to the individual that's giving it. Do I enjoy watching that individual or not?
Right. And if a guy is gonna have a habit of giving constant fluff reviews, he's not gonna get watched very much. That's the truth. The guy that's gonna get watched is the guy who gives his honest take on it. And that's just my take. I understand it might be not popular in the crowd, but that's my theory.
Yeah.
All right, Bill,
by
Bill's
the way,
Retro
this is-
Gaming.
Yeah, this is the way of the world. If you think that the people who write reviews for websites or magazines paid for those products, you're
Right.
out your damn mind. These companies provide product, and it's not just home arcade; it's any product out there. These companies provide products to reviewers for brand recognition, to get the word out on it, whatever. You know, a decent reviewer is going to give you an honest review. They're going to point out the good. They're going to point out the bad. They're going to point out everything, you know, what they see in it. Those are the people you want to listen to. And I 100% agree with Vito and what Stock Jock is saying here. There's a difference between what a review that's basically a paid commercial versus an honest product review. And you can tell the difference. If you have half a brain, you can tell the difference between which is which. So just to say, well, you have no credibility because you got it for free is asinine.
Right. Stupid. It's you can tell that person doesn't understand what it takes. Like they don't get it. They've never either run a business and know what it takes to do promotion, or they just are talking out of their ass. It's just talking clean out of their ass.
All right, Billy Woods Mods, what's your thoughts? Any thoughts at all? Let me know what you think.
Oh, absolutely. So there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack. First of all, from that standpoint of buying it, I like that aspect of it. Why? Because I don't want to be treated any different than what somebody picking up the machine is going to deal with, right? I don't want the company to have the option of cherry picking a machine to send to me. Let's go through 20 boxes and send me the best one out of all of them. I don't want that. I had somebody say in the comments once, like, oh, I automatically give somebody a thumbs down when I see the little icon come up in the corner. And I flat out said to him, I'm like, look, dude, that's, I got to self-edit myself here, a crap thing to do, right? That's a crap thing to do to somebody because I understand, but on the flip side, I understand when where they're coming from in that aspect of like, well, don't blow smoke up my rear end. Fact of the matter is, the shill is a fine line, right? Mm-hmm. We're here to give our honest opinion. Now, if somebody's signing an NDA and somebody has creative control and all that other stuff over what content you're putting out, then you know what? You're doing a disservice to your audience, period, end of report. And there are guys out there that do that, so while, to Stock Jock's point, we have a brain, I always make it a point like, look, you're grown ass people, right? You're grown ass boys and girls. I don't have control over your wallet. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. You like what you see here, go for it. You know, one of the things with Wonderland, right? Everybody was crazy about Wonderland. You know, FOMO. Dude, don't give into it. Why don't give into it? You know, I happen to love the machine. All right. We just got the update today. I had maybe a half hour to tool around with it after the update. Put a quickie out there, like, what was like, look, these are the three things that I saw that I liked, but it still needs improvement. So, you know, we're out there. Like, this comes with some responsibility, right? We're here telling people what we think about something. And if we're constantly, you know, polishing the turd, for lack of a better term, then again, we're doing the you know, like right now I'm this close to 800. Maybe I hit it. I don't know. But, you know, to do it slowly, do it organically, that's the way we should be, all should be doing it.
Correct.
You know, I started this to be like, okay, this is how I modded XYZ thing. Here's what I broke. Here's what I did. And then slowly it became something else. But again, we're here to give people our honest opinions. And if you're not doing that, then get out of here. But to Stock Jock's point, you know, you also have to, you know, finally tune your crap filter, right? Yeah. So, you know, that's the big thing. You know, don't take one person's word for it. There's a lot of us swinging, you know, weenies out there that are doing the thing and telling people what we think about products.
Grown men talking like toddlers. I love it.
Doing my best, man.
It's great.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'm not knocking it. I think it's great. I really do.
We got a $20 super chat here real quick from B Kirby. Says, I agree with Sawchuck. I personally watch who I like and take a little advice from those who have the product they're talking about. People who review or give their thoughts on something they don't have is just an opinion.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for the $20 super
I
chat.
agree with that to an extent, though, B Kirby, because you can give an opinion on something without seeing it or touching it for sure. And to say otherwise is silly. Look at the Sonic Cap. You guys argued about that for how many weeks? You know what I mean? No one's even touched that thing yet, and everyone and their mother had an opinion on it. So to make a statement like that, especially because you geared it towards my boy Joe Cade. So anybody who takes a shot at Joe Cade, you take a shot at me too. So when you make statements like that, this is from the other day. When you make statements like that, that's what I'm saying.
But on the flip, you know, to the point, I feel like you kind of need to keep your mouth shut, or at least keep your thoughts and whatnot on a reserve when you don't have skin in the game. You know, if you don't have skin in the game, like the iconic arcade, just, it's not something I'm going to pick up. But I'm also not, you know, taking a dump all over either, because it's not my, you know, I'm not interested in it. Like, it comes, there's caveats to it, right? There's caveats to everything. So I'll shut up now. I know I'm blank.
No, but you can still give an opinion as to why you don't like it, though, right? I mean,
agreed.
Yeah.
But you know, don't come at it like, you know, don't come at it swinging.
Like
right?
God's word. No, I get what you're saying. I get that part. I agree that.
Chris, Ace of Jacks, thoughts, opinions on the hot take. What do you think of it?
I had a thought and then I lost it like a squirrel. So.
I'm sorry, that was probably my big mouth because I just kept prattling on.
No, it wasn't you. It was it's just listening. I started listening to you guys talk, and I'm just like, what was my thought? I don't know.
That was a good point.
I don't even remember what the original hot take was anymore at this
To shill or not to shill?
To shill or not to shill?
Yeah.
I mean,
do you trust people who shill? Do you care if they buy the product or if they got the product for free? Do you think that you have a brain you can think for yourself, and if they got the product for free, you know, that kind of thing?
So when it comes to shilling a product, the way I look at it is somebody says, well, this person's shilling. They're not giving an honest review. They're not giving an honest opinion about it. They've been bought, they've been paid for. And so whatever they have to say is kind of pointless if you're calling it a shill. Now, if somebody like the Cornercade, I love the guy's passion. I watched his review of the iconic arcade, and I helped the Garage Gamer build his iconic carcade, and I disagree with some of his opinions on it. There is a lot of room for improvement on that cabinet, but I think as far as his review and his opinion and where he was coming from, I think he kind of has it right for the way he feels about it. It's kind of the way I do it when I do my movie reviews on my channel. I review it based on how entertained I was watching the movie. So if I go and see a movie that I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I'm watching paint dry on the wall, that would be more entertaining than this movie. I'm going to tell people, this is how I feel. Even if 90% of the people out there are like, oh, the critics say this is the best movie ever. It's high art. It's taken me to a new place of emotions I've never had before in my life. And I'll be like, no, I'd rather watch a rock roll down a hill than that again. And that's kind of the way it is with that's the kind of the way it is with a lot of these shills. And then people who are called shills who aren't really shilling the product, they're just trying to give a review, but they're so excited about what they got for free that there's this bias they have that came with that free product. And so it's, whatever they want to do, however people want to put up their videos and do reviews, it's not going to change my opinion on it, because as far as arcade cabinets go, pinball machines and all that, I just don't have the room for any of it. And so even if Billy Woods Mods was to tell me that this is the greatest machine ever, it'd be like, where am I going to put it? Up my ass? I mean, I just don't have a place for it. So I'm like, I don't. It could be the second coming of Jesus, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
But I mean, my point is that I agree with Stock Jock. It doesn't matter if you're going to do something, you think for yourself. You don't let other people tell you what to do.
Can I say something real quick? And that is, my intention for bringing this up isn't to have the chat start throwing people's names out, by the way, just so everybody know, is that this, I just wanted to bring out a round of discussion. I had nobody in mind or anybody in mind when I wanted to bring up this subject. It's just, it's something that you do see out there in, there's a lot of places that it's showing up, whether somebody's doing a show or in Discords or wherever. And I just thought, well, it's obviously there's a topic here.
No, that's a great way to start the show.
This is not I had no intentions for anybody to be thought that when I was talking about them or these guys, whoever it is, it's just, I just thought it was a great topic because it's happening almost every week. We see it. So,
and if I may here,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing a comment here from Mr. Ian Coder, and not to be a turd here, but he's calling out a YouTuber here that I have to disagree with, in the sense that, our friends on the pinball side here, he's very passionate about the At Games platform. All right. So, and I happen to know the dude pretty well. He's not that kind of guy. Does he love that platform? Does he love those games? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. However, he's also called them out on occasion.
And he's also looking to move away from that one.
Yes.
He's looking to get another one. I'm in talks with it. That's all I know.
Yeah. So, like, and I can understand where people come from when they say things like, this dude is up At Games' ass, right?
Not for long.
But fact of the matter is when you're on calls with them and they're telling you the same thing, they're telling you, the company is telling you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Giving you the information and you're relaying that information, and then you find out that they're wrong or lying or telling you a half truth. Like, you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. There was the other guy too that's was a big influencer for them who, also apologized and said, look, if I was the reason why you purchased this said product, I'm sorry, because they were telling me the whole time that this was coming and it didn't. So, you know, all I'm saying is try not to lob that kind of stuff at people. Because you know what, they're trying to be the good guy too here. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I'm sorry to hijack things here.
Nah, you're sticking up for your boy. I stuck up for Joe Cade. You're good, bro. I would have stuck up for Troy too. I like
Chaotic VPR. What's your opinion on this hot take? I know everyone's kind of giving theirs too, so let's have yours.
Oh, I'm like ASO Jocks on Squirrel. No. So as a content creator, YouTuber, I try to look at it two different ways. One, as a consumer, two, as a basically promoter, right? Because that's pretty much what you're going to do if you're going to review a product. They're sending to you free for a review. They're obviously looking for you to promote it, but also you're going to give hopefully your most honest, valid opinion as possible, right? So look at it two different ways. As a consumer, is this a product that, number one, I'm willing to pay for? Number two, do I support it, not support it? You know, I need to look at all different angles, the positivity or the positives, the or the absolute bullshit that, you know, that this isn't a no-go for me. And I don't know, it's a fine line that you got to follow. But then again, regardless on if you receive it for free or not or anything like that, you have a responsibility towards your audience to be as honest as possible, because they expect that from you. And when I watch other YouTubers, especially when it's a product that I'm interested in, 5 seconds into the video, once I see the product, I already know if I still want it or not, basically, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear from you though. What's good, what's bad, what needs to be worked on. Should I pass on it, or should I go ahead and give in to what I'm already feeling about it? I don't want to be shown a commercial.
Yeah.
I don't want you to say this is a 10 out of 10 product, blah, blah, blah. This is amazing. Absolutely. And then, you know,
5 stars.
2 days later, you're already modding stuff, changing stuff out of it because it needed some work. I don't want to hear that. You know, if you believe in a product, you believe in a product. If you don't believe in a product, or if you're just doing it for just because, well, they gave it to me for free, so I don't want to talk too bad about it. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I want honest, valid opinions, period, 100%. And that's why I'm going to watch multiple people, because I want to see who's going to be themselves and be true to themselves and their audience, versus the person that's going to be just a straight up commercial and bought into it. So
I think the best people to look at, as far as, you know, people you can easily tell reviews have been bought and paid for, or something's off about the reviews, look at IGN. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Mouse IP, Mouse for Hire. That one is not a 6. IGN. That is fantastic. And you gave She-Hulk a 10 or 9, whatever it was.
I stopped watching IGN, period, because of all the bullcrap reviews for the past 3 years. GamerX is where it's at when it comes to reviews, because I feel like they're always honest and they give a good opinion.
Yeah.
And like Jake Baldino is an awesome ass dude, so I'll watch their stuff 100%, because I just feel like they talk about everything.
Before we started, I said, Star Trek, you can go first. And Star Trek said, well, my take may take up the entire show.
That's a good hot take, though.
It is a fantastic friggin' hot take.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Well, yeah. And I just was, I don't fault anybody, anybody in this whole, arena of, let's just say, the retro arcade arena, whatever it is. Look, nobody's getting rich, okay, off of any of this stuff. I mean, good grief. I mean, who's probably the biggest guy in our space is probably Michael B. Okay. he's not living, in a $3 million mansion or anything like that. So I don't.
I don't know.
He
He does. He does have a cabin. You forgot about.
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Yeah,
and he's buried in snow every other weekend.
I know. But I could care less if you're trying to make money at this or something like that too. More power to you. I mean, this is capitalism here. We're trying to do. Okay.
Yep.
It's just I wanted the main point I wanted to make is that I have the intellect, okay, to choose whether I want to watch you or not, whatever you're going to do, whether you're trying to make money at this or not, trying to get free stuff or not. I have the right to figure out what it is, whether I want to watch you. That's it. What it all boils down to.
I guess I'm winning all $6, Tito.
Anyway,
here's
that's it.
$6 now. Fight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tito's.
I guess I'm getting $6, guys.
Let's solve this right now. Let's see here. real quick.
Vito, Axe or Halligan?
All right,
he's-
$6.
He was like, oh, dipping out.
Wow.
That
Who'd
was
he
the
kick out?
finger.
Oh, he kicked out me. You dick.
We only have $6, Vito. I'm sorry.
Bastards.
Oh, that's funny.
I said 6-foot pike pole.
There you go. All righty.
I'm a pike pole
All
guy.
right. Next hot take. All right. So we're going to go with, because he's next to me, Billy Woods Mods. What is your hot take for tonight?
Well, all right, I'm going to go with Superman. I'm a Superman fanatic. So I'm going to say that Christopher Reeve is the definitive Superman. Period. Guy embodied the character. Unknown, relatively, was a pilot, so he knew how to fly, sort of. The movie is the cookie cutter best superhero movie, period. It made you believe. It was the first time they made you believe the dude could fly. You know, it wasn't George Reeve like running towards a window and jumping out the damn thing. You know, he really lived up to that, being that guy. And quite frankly, Richard Donner, probably the best director out of all of them. And you can fight me on whether or not Superman 2 or the Superman 2 Donner cut is the better of the two. My opinion, Donner cut kills it, period. Because F. Richard Lester, thank you. Superman 3, Superman 2, Donner cut, you know, like, we're not slapstick guy. Come on. But yeah, that's my hot take. Christopher Reeve, best Superman, period. Just because Henry Cavill could get buff. Guy is a Brit, you know. Superman was American. I see you like twisting in your chair, Gallagher guy. Look at you're like
America.
You're like,
Which
you're
one?
like
I was.
you're like
for
sweating. Like you're like a
Henry
turtle head
Cavill
poking out.
is way better Geralt from Rivia than he was Superman. But then again, those movies didn't do the character justice, period.
Correct.
I like the first one. The first one was decent.
My problem is whenever like Superman like took off his symbol and threw it, it turned into a tent and like covered the guy. That's where I was like, ooh, I don't know which one that one was.
That was number
But
two.
That was
weird. What
That
is
was
happening?
Superman
number
2,
two.
and yeah, that was weird.
That was
I would
number
grant you
two,
that.
and
That was weird.
that was a Richard Lester thing.
I don't care. I got Zod. I was happy. That was my
You
favorite
before
movie growing
Zod?
up.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Part 2? Yeah, part 2 was dope. Part 2 was dope. I didn't mind the new kid though. I'm not gonna say he's the best Superman, but I didn't mind the new Superman. I thought it was refreshing. It was the best to me. The newest Superman was the best Marvel movie that DC never made, in my opinion.
Horrible.
No, it's the best Marvel movie DC ever made. It truly is.
Superman didn't
But
beat anybody.
I can
The
agree
whole
with that
movie.
with Christopher Reeve.
Look at this. I love it.
He had to have help. He had to have help the entire movie. I'm like, he didn't beat anybody. I'm like, his dog had to come in to save him like 8 times.
But I thought it was I thought it was a decent movie. I really did. I thought it was a
I'm
decent movie.
loving, dude. I am loving the chat. Like people pulling out Kirk Allen for F's sakes.
Oh.
Like, good on you,
Wow.
dude. Kirk Allen, Bud Collier. The guy that was
come on.
Superman on the radio for years. Like, don't even get me started.
Mhm.
I could do Superman BS all night.
Oh,
But,
okay. Mike of all trades is throwing out the big guns. I mean,
he's no Sentry. Wow.
he's cool, but he's no Sentry.
Wow.
You know what's funny
Mike,
too?
You know I love you, but there'd be no Sentry if not for Superman.
Oh,
Truth. Huge
All
truth.
right.
Sentry, the
I think
Image
we're-
comic one, really?
No, Marvel.
Marvel.
Sentry's Marvel. Okay,
Marvel,
I thought it was the Image one. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Stock Jock, what do you think?
Oh, Christopher Reeves all the way. Of course, I'm an older guy, so
George
The
Reeves is your
original.
dude.
he is
George
Reeves
Reeves.
is the guy. And just I was thinking when you said that, I kept thinking I go, they made us believe this guy could fly, that he could stop a speeding bullet,
Mhm.
and all those things. They made us believe that.
No,
And,
don't
and
ignore
back then, and that was a big deal to make that stuff happen.
Huge deal. Like he flies at the camera, right?
Yes.
He's coming in like this, and then he banks like that.
Yep.
That was all Reeve. That wasn't the guy on the wires making a bank. And then for Donner to wave the camera up and down, Jeffrey Unsworth, the guy that's filming it, lets it do that little wobble like the wind from him flying out of frame, shakes the camera.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep. Those first couple Superman movies with him and it were just you became like, wow, we have a superhero now. We have one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's ask the movie critic himself, Asa Jax. What do you
Yeah.
think? Is Chris Reeves the Superman?
So, the one thing I feel Christopher Reeves did better than any other iteration of Superman movies across the board is you could believe that Clark Kent and Superman were two different people.
Yep.
Because he held his posture as Clark Kent completely different than he did as Superman. So there are scenes in that original Superman movie where you can literally see him when he's getting ready to reveal to Lois that he's Superman. He kind of stands up taller,
Mm-hmm.
puts his shoulders back, chest out. He looks like he's imposing, like this is Superman, you're going to deal with him. And then he shrinks back down because he's like, no, it's not time. My biggest issue with the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeves has always been Lex Luthor. I don't care for the real estate scam villain. That's what they made Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. Gene Hackman's a great actor. He is a fantastic actor in every movie I've ever seen him in. But the way they wrote that character, I was like, what in the... this is not Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is supposed to be the antithesis to Superman. He's not strong as Superman, but he's smart and he's devious. And the way he has always been portrayed in TV and movies is real estate scam. Michael Rosenbaum in the Smallville series is probably the best version of Lex Luthor they've ever made. And the new Superman movie that was put out by James Gunn to me was such a disappointment. Like, I was sitting there watching it going, why am I watching Guardians of the Galaxy all over again?
Yeah.
This is not a Superman movie. We're focused on a dog. We're focused on the best character in that movie is a part of the whatever the hell the name of that group was. Mr.
You're
Terrific.
talking
Mr.
yeah.
Terrific. He was the
in
most
Justice
T, yeah.
League. The
Yeah,
Justice
he's good.
League.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the most interesting character in that movie. And I was like, why? You got a movie called Superman, and your most interesting character is a part of a completely different group. So it disappointed me. I didn't, I've
That
gone
was-
back and forth with
That
people
wasn't a
saying that-
Superman movie. That was, your Marvel type ensemble type flick.
That's what I said. It
Let's
is the
start
best
intro-
the best
yeah.
Marvel movie DC ever made. That's why I say it, because it's a freaking
Yeah.
Marvel movie.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's James Gunn, and he's Mr. Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, but
Those
he
are under my
kills it.
pillow, P Dubs.
But he kills it with oh God, I can't think of the show on HBO with the helmet.
Peacemaker.
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 Yeah.
Yep.
Kills it with Peacemaker. But that's because he's got, however
That's
many
his style.
episodes to tell the story
Yeah.
versus trying to cram it all into 2 hours.
Actually,
Plus,
you want to
his,
see
his style and his humor fits better for Peacemaker
Yes.
than it does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a good
It
style. for
worked
him.
way
Yeah.
better for Peacemaker than Superman. And the one thing I like Henry Cavill as a individual. Every interview I've ever seen with the guy, and when it came to Man of Steel, Superman versus Batman, and everything, I thought, man, he looks like he was pulled out of the comics, but he doesn't do the same job Christopher Reeves did. There's not that same gravitas with the Superman role. And when we got like our few scenes of Clark Kent in those movies, he wasn't like hunched over. He didn't look like he was weak. He still looked like a big, strong guy.
Yeah.
And so as much as I like Henry Cavill and a lot of the roles he's done and everything, and I find Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman entertaining, dumb movies to watch. Like I enjoy them. I don't think he's the prime Superman. I think that still does go back to Christopher Reeves.
Whenever that tornado's there, and then his dad's like, and then Superman doesn't do anything, lets his dad just die. I'm like, you're
Right, like, come on, bro.
Superman.
Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Fly
Right,
up and
that's
grab
my
your
mind.
dad and fly back.
Ain't no
Like,
goddamn way I'm letting my
Well,
father
that-
die. No,
Oh,
I
don't
mean,
reveal don't reveal your secret, dumbass.
Like, he moves faster than the Flash, so you wouldn't be able to see him. He'd be able to save his father and be back there in less than a second. You know what I mean? Like, it was the stupidest
Yeah.
thing ever. The hell?
Yeah.
It's the
Well,
Snyderverse.
I
It's got to
think
be
that-
dark.
The
You guys
problem
want to see
there-
a good Luther? Is it Lois and Clark, where they have the two kids on the farm, and it's like later, and it was a TV show. It was just
It was the Crisis of Infinite Earths on the CW when they did that whole.
yeah, that
Arc,
was yeah. But they spun off to their own show where they had two kids now.
Yeah, Lois
That
and
was
Clark.
really good. The
Lois
Lex,
and
Lois and Clark.
Oh,
yeah,
the Lois and Clark show. Yeah, that was that.
the
was-
Lex on there was really good. He's diabolical and evil. That was a good.
Oh
Lex.
yeah. No, that was a great show.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
yeah,
if
but
anything,
he was more of
Tyler's
a thug,
a close
though.
second. Yeah,
The
he was a
Luther
thug.
on that one was much more of a thug than the mad genius that he is in the comics.
Mm.
But
I
yeah,
did think he was
Tyler-
good, but yeah, they treated him more like a thug.
Tyler Hoechlin is and hopefully I said his last name right. But yeah, he was a close second. But he was also killer in Teen Wolf. Like that's another one. Like that's a deep cut. Like MTV did like reimagine Teen Wolf, and he was like, the baddie for the first couple of seasons. That's another good one. You got Paramount Plus, or if you're want to sail the high seas, check out Teen Wolf because he's amazing in that too.
All right.
And what I was going to say was that scene where, Kevin Costner's like, don't come save me. The biggest issue with that whole scene, having rewatched the movie as many times as I can, is you're supposed to believe that that's still a teenage Clark Kent.
Right.
So that's
Right.
This is a
that's when
4-year-old man.
Henry Cavill is supposed to be like an 18-year-old because
Yeah.
they're like this whole Snyder juxtaposition where he kind of is like jumping scenes from in the past to the future, and then he's going back and remembering. It's like you're supposed to believe that moment he's an 18-year-old. He's still trying to trust his father and believe what he's telling him to do. And it's like, no, this is not the time to reveal yourself to the world as Superman. You're not as fast as you might be. But we don't quite get that explanation in the movie because there's this, we're now in the future where you're 30 some odd years old as Superman, and then we're going to jump back to the past where you're supposed to be 18, but you look exactly the same. So it's
Yeah.
it's one of those movies that, like I said, it's a dumb entertaining film to me.
Right.
Like,
And
like,
don't
I
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Somebody's saying that I hate, Cavill because he's British. No, it's not that I hate Cavill because he's British. You know, I happen to think Christian Bale made an awesome Batman. You know, the gravelly voice.
Get out of here, Vito. That's it. Christian
know,
Bale's
he-
a bad Batman.
Ugh.
Get out of here.
He's still not better than Keaton. He's still not better than Keaton, but the
No.
dude killed it when it came to Batman. I mean, the guy went from the Machinist being this big to like inside 6 to 8 months being full jacked,
Anyways.
ripped.
Good.
You know, so
Yeah.
come on.
Just the 6 of us. Just the
Yeah,
6 of
yeah,
us.
that's it. I'm a racist. Thank you.
Jeez.
All right, Chaotic. Any input on here? Anything that you think as far as Christopher Reeves being the Superman?
It's Christopher Reeve for me, man. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not that much of a superhero type of dude or comic type of dude. I mean, I've seen all the Batman movies and I've seen the older Superman movies, but I'm not much of a comic book guy. So, but the Christopher Reeve and then the guy that tried it after him, I remember when I worked at Papa John's, we had
Brandon Routh. Brandon Routh was the
so
next
yeah,
guy.
we had advertisements everywhere, all over the boxes, everything. I watched that one. I was like, this is the shittiest movie I've ever seen in my life. So
Oh, that one was
Yeah, it was
terrible. Is
really
that the one
bad.
where he lifted up a entire island made of kryptonite? Like,
Yep.
the
Yep.
kryptonite
Yeah.
in him? I was like, this is the dumbest movie ever. Like, I hated that movie.
That
Yeah,
was
so-
that was another real estate scam by Lex Luthor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
Yes.
it was almost supposed to be like a continuation. Well, actually, it was almost
Well, it
supposed to
was.
be like
They
3 and
omitted-
4 didn't happen,
Right.
and it was right after was years after Superman 2. Brandon Routh was basically trying to portray Christopher Reeves in a poor way.
You
Yeah.
can,
Right.
you can
Well,
tell.
and that wasn't his fault. That was all Bryan Singer with the
Yeah.
Jesus Christ pose like this when he's falling for the
Yes.
like.
Yeah.
You know, I get like, look, you know, he was trying to pay homage. He was trying to, you know, there was heart in that, but it was terrible. And I feel bad for Ralph because like he took a lot of heat for it.
Yeah.
But what was awesome was when they came back and they did the Crisis on Infinite Earths thing, and like they put him
Yeah.
back in the suit,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. So they did everything they could to allow him to redeem himself and play that character again because he did a pretty decent job at it, even though that they were trying to force him to emulate, you know, Reeve to a point.
Well, he looks like him for Christ's sake. That's why. Same
Oh, yeah.
stature, same
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah.
Young version
Well,
of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the story basically goes with that was Bryan Singer saw a picture of him bartending someplace during Halloween in like a Superman shirt with the glasses on his face, and they were like, "Holy shit, this is the guy!" Like
Mhm.
he's the kid, you know. So they threw blue contacts on him and put him in a movie. You know, and he was kind of doing this. He kind of did the same thing that Christopher Reeve did. You know, he was like he was doing like soap operas and plays and things like that. And that's basically how they found him. So,
Mhm.
they did, I kind of feel like he did the best he could with what was put in front of him. But yeah, it was a
Anyways,
terrible
guys,
movie.
next hot take. We got to keep moving here. We got from Billy to Bill. All right, Bill.
Oh my God.
What
There's
is your
no way I'm
hot
going to be
take?
able to follow either of those.
He's like,
this is tough.
I
This is
prefer-
tough to think to. I mean, it's easy to or it's a little easier to comment on what other people are saying. It's a little tough to come up with one. You know what? Let's go with something kind of current here with the news breaking of this Arcade 1-Up cabinet.
I knew this
All
was
right.
coming.
All right.
I knew
all
this
right.
was coming. This is coming.
Let's,
All
let's,
right.
I
let's
like
do
this
this.
one.
All right. Here's the thing. Here's my hot take on this. People are losing their mind over this thing, like they feel with the knowledge that Basic Fun has brought Arcade 1-Up. They're treating this like it's a Basic Fun cab. This is not a Basic Fun cab. This is an Arcade 1-Up cab. This is something that was in the hopper before they even got bought out. And people are losing their minds like this is Basic Fun didn't learn from Arcade 1-Up. This is the future. This is the kind of stuff we're going to get. And I don't believe that that's true. I think what it sounds like has happened is these were already made, already ready to go. And Basic Fun kind of found these in the stuff that they were going through with Arcade 1-Up and said, well, we got a bunch of these. We might as well sell them. So for people to be losing their minds, like this is what Basic Fun is going to be doing going forward, I think is the wrong way to look at it. Now, there's stuff that Basic Fun has already done that you can point to and go, all right, maybe they're not learning from Arcade 1-Up. This ain't it. This is a reskin of a cab that's already been out before, which why are we surprised? Arcade 1-Up did this for years. Why are we surprised that that's what this is? It's a reskin of a previously released cab. Either you didn't buy the old one and you like this and you're going to buy it, or you already have the old one and you don't care about this. It doesn't have to get any more complicated than that. And that's my hot take on that.
So there was a Rampage and a Joust already? I don't know because I don't do the Arcade 1-Up thing.
No, so here's the thing. I own this one. There is a Mortal Kombat 2 machine that has the exact same games list as this. The exact same setup on it, same monitor, same control panel setup, same size and shape, basically.
Cabinet, yeah.
The only difference between this cab and that cab is the artwork on it, and the fact that they modified it slightly so that you can swap out the marquee easily.
And the control boards too,
panel
right?
Thing.
Okay.
And the art on the control panel. That is the only difference between this cab and that cab. And again, we've seen Arcade 1-Up do this for years. They put out the same cab a dozen times and just
with
changed
different
the
skin
artwork
on it, right?
Yeah. So this should not be a surprise to people.
So this cab's not out yet, correct?
No,
No,
June
it's
12th.
available now.
June
You can
12th.
you can actually purchase this now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, nobody has it physically
It's
in their
coming in
house.
June.
There
Right.
is one person
No.
in the chat
Yes.
who has this.
Michael B.
Yes.
No, Moat,
No.
Mike of all trades. He has
Okay.
this. He'll be putting out a review.
So
hopefully soon on it.
let me get this right. So people have been commenting on this, not touched it except for Moat, but they've had opinions on it, and that was okay.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
I'm just devil's advocate, fellas. Devil's advocate. You're
Heard
gonna
this
in the
before.
comments, Twitter fingers, and then you're all bitching and moaning about this cabinet. All of you.
Okay,
Stop
so here's the one thing that Todd thought this, Nerds Loudest Master 84, he thought that the panels were reversible, and I was like, that would have been a great idea. Like if you could make it both panels, like each panel had Rampage or Joust, like you could
On
just
the
flip them,
sides?
basically. Yeah, like inside of this panel, there's actually a Rampage on the other side of this panel, and you could like flip them and make it all Rampage or make it all Joust. Like I was like, that's kind of a good idea. I don't know why they didn't do that, because then you could have like a full dedicated.
I think that would be a lot tougher to do than just, a paper sheet over a control panel. But yeah, I
That's
agree. It would
easy.
be cool.
Make it magnetic. One side, so you just rotate the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a magnet, but you couldn't do
Sure.
paper. It would
Or-
rip it. It would.
Yeah.
Or
You got
as you're-
magnet-
Or as you're building it, decide what you want it to be and keep it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
here's
the
what I
problem
think
is the
that-
split cab. That's the problem is people don't like the split cab, and they
well,
don't
no,
like the-
people
That's a
don't
big
like
problem. Yeah.
people don't like the buttons because they're not, Rampage, and they're not this. Like
Okay.
it's the
That's-
complaint about the themes and all that other stuff. But
That's the Mortal Kombat layout.
Yeah.
right, it's
Yeah.
it's essentially the Mortal Kombat layout, and so like the complaint is like, well, you can't play Defender right because XYZ, and
That's the dumbest
look-
thing ever, too. I hate those stupid complaints.
And look, the fact of the matter is the arcade community goes, ballistic over this stuff. But what folks need to think about is these aren't for us.
That's true.
Right?
I didn't think about that.
These aren't for the the community. These are for the folks that are in Walmart or Best Buy or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, this is cool. This is nostalgia," and they pick it up for the nostalgia, or they pick it up for the the conversation piece that it is for the nostalgia. And when your buddies come over, you fire this thing up and you play and you talk about all the cool stuff that you played when you were a kid and everything else. And that's what this is for. So, like, I can understand the community getting, grumpy over it, but you got to remember that Arcade 1-Up isn't for us anymore. They are for, it's like they need to retain the licenses and everything else. And the way that they're going to be able to retain the licenses, doing the refresh, for lack of a better term, every year with the same midway games on it.
I'm just glad it's not another Pac-Man. That's how I look at it. It's just not another.
I thought he was gone.
There you go.
I thought Cyrus is gone. Is he not gone? Arcade 1-Up?
This is a very old picture from according to.
So this tells you that this is something that was made a long time ago, because he's gone, isn't he? Like he's.
Wait, those are real people? I thought those were AI people.
Doesn't he actually work for Basic Fun now? I thought Cyrus actually worked for Basic Fun now.
Okay.
I thought they just slipped those people.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And I mean, look, they're effectively the same company now, right? So, but at the end of the day, like, I understand how the community gets pissy over this stuff, but it's not for us. I like, you look behind me, that thing that's under the sheet is the original Shark Fin Rampage that I've been like diddling with, for lack of a better term, for a while, right? I got, graphics for it. I got a 19-inch screen from, buy stuff. Like, I'm modding the hell out of it because I want it to be a multi-K. But
can you switch out the Mortal Kombat control panel and marquee? Because if you can't, then it's not the same as the Mortal Kombat cab. This is different because you could do different things to it.
Well, yeah, but it's the same. It's essentially the same form factor, same layout, everything else. It's just
the internals are all the same.
Yeah,
it's going to be the same.
Everything's all the same
and everything.
Yeah. It's just a skin.
Yeah.
They basically reskinned it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, Stock Shock, what do you think?
What Billy just said made a lot of sense. This isn't for us. I get it. Okay. Because I am, when I buy a cabinet, I want it to have, Joust is a good example. Okay. Which I got this from Brian. Thanks again, Brian. It doesn't have the correct control panel on it or anything like that.
It's Mortal Kombat.
But it's Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat. But it's all Joust. All the artwork and everything is all Joust, and that's all I want. Is I want a cabinet that's got all the artwork on it. The game, authentic artwork is what I want. I'm looking at it more as a, this is a piece of artwork in my game room here. Okay, so. This one here, I love both those games. I love Rampage and I love Joust. Okay, if they had come out with just a Rampage, I would have bought it. Okay, I would have bought it because as long as the button schemes work okay for the game, then I'm okay with it as well. I don't care that my Joust over here, it's got all the same buttons on it that one has. Yeah. All right,
right.
But because I'm more of a purist at what it looks like. And I can't put big, gigantic art. This is not a big room I'm in. I mean, you're about seeing everything, guys. Okay, I want stuff that looks good in here, and I don't want just a half a machine that's a. So I saw in there, matter of fact, I think it was Zero Redux asked a question if this was a Robotron Smash TV mashup, would I buy it? Nope, I wouldn't buy it. I love both games. As a matter of fact, they put out a Robotron and a Smash TV. I'd buy them both, probably. Okay.
Right. Or we'd buy G.I. Joe's. But
I'm going to buy G.I. Joe's. I'm going to do that. So I would buy Smash TV from them. Okay. but
The
that's
Popeye
it.
back there.
Yeah,
You know, like-
which in mine back here, I've got a dead. I've been turning it off the wrong way, and it's fried the card in it. So I got a bunch of them in there already made up. Anyway, so that's just my point. Is I get it's not for me. I think it is. It is for, like what Billy says. This is more for the masses. It's not for us, because any of us that are out there probably aren't going to buy this for the reason there's that we're granted, these things aren't pure. I mean, that guy right there is got more pure games back there than any of us. Okay. He's got the real deals, but I can't fit the real deals. So I have to try my best to try and get what I want to look like the real deals as close as I can get. So that's my take on it.
All right, Chaotic. Now that you're done yawning, what was your take on that?
We're keeping him up tonight.
I mean, like the others said, it's not for us. It's for new people who didn't have a chance to get, say, a Joust or a Rampage. It is a little bit innovative for Arcade 1-Up when it comes to swappable control panels, swappable marquees. Is it something that I want to see them doing going forward? Hell no. Paper inserts and all that. Nah, I'm good, man. That's what Intech was good for. I'm more like Stock Jock. I'm more of a purist. That's the whole reason I bought the Joust cab in the beginning, because of the brown side panels and the artwork and the beautiful marquee yellow T-molding. That's what I wanted. And that's the whole reason why, as soon as I found a good sale on it, I jumped on it immediately. And kind of miss it, but glad to see it's at a good home. So, I guess the one thing that really upsets me the most, and I know Joe Cade, if you're still in chat, I know you totally agree with this. $549, $449, whatever price that they're going with right now, it's too much.
Yeah,
drop that price. $399 easy.
$399.
I would be a little bit more like respectful for it.
Well, especially when you consider, sorry to interrupt, but especially when you consider that you can actually get the MK2 Deluxe still for $399.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would have said $499 you could get away with, because that's the typical price for a deluxe.
Correct.
It is.
So yeah, $550 is a little much. The fact that they dropped it down to $450 is at least nice to begin with.
Pre-order price,
Exactly.
but it's going to go up to $549.
Yeah.
You're being ridiculous. Just drop it down to $399.
Yeah.
Like the MK Deluxe 2, so that way people can decide: do I like the MK2 Deluxe skin better, or do I like this mashup skin better? Because it's the exact same thing. Other than that, so
Chris, what do you think? Ace of Jacks. Any opinions, thoughts on this one?
No, not really. I was brought into kind of the arcade community with Arcade 1-Up, and I kind of feel like Arcade 1-Up at this point is like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Movie Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It came in. It was like this great innovative thing for the theaters, because you paid one low monthly fee and you could go see as many movies as you want. And I was there at the end of it when it was $10 to see as many movies as I want. And I think in 1 month, I probably saw like 3 movies a day for like a week. And I was like, this is such a great deal. And it's like, but from a business standpoint, because I majored in business, I'm like, how the hell are you making money off of this?
Popcorn.
I'm like, this
Concessions.
doesn't make
That.
You're the reason why it-
Yeah.
You're the reason why it failed, Chris. You're the reason.
I am. I am the reason.
I've been using the shit out of it too. I don't blame you.
This guy's going in there 3 times
Oh,
a day. What are
absolutely.
you doing?
Yeah. But then by the
anyway,
same
sorry.
token, it's probably also like a gym membership. People pay for it and don't use it too. So they're
Yeah.
counting on that.
Yeah.
There was
But
that.
what happened out of it was Regal, AMC, they came out with their own program.
version.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I can still go see the movies and pay one fee. Because, I mean, ticket prices right now are like $19 a ticket, but I pay $25 a month with Regal to be able to go see as many movies as I want in a month. But I have like rules. They can't be within 90 minutes of each other and everything. And it's like, I go see maybe 1 movie a week. So I get 4 movies a month and I pay $25.
You get more
That's
than
a
your money's
great
worth.
deal. But if
That's
it
it.
wasn't for Movie Pass, these wouldn't have come along. And I feel that's the
Right.
way it is with Arcade One Up. If it wasn't for Arcade One Up, you wouldn't
Right.
have Iconic Arcade. I'm not really aware of like the whole G.I. Joel and cabs and all that stuff. So you'll have to excuse my ignorance when it comes to that. But would these guys have put out their cabinets if Arcade One Up hadn't kind of brought about this resurgence in people's interest in arcades?
Well,
and
none of us
everything?
would be here too.
None of us would be
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
absolutely.
They were the
So-
gateway.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the way I feel about Arcade One Up. Is they've had their time in the sun, and it's time for people to come out with better quality products. And I think that's what we're starting to see now.
We're starting to see that.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I don't have. If somebody looks and finds this Joust Rampage cabinet and is like, hey, I remember this from back in my 20s, whatever, playing it. I think I'm going to pick it up and give it a try. Congrats. You found yourself something to get yourself back into this community and a hobby that a lot of people have and they've built up. And so I don't, it really isn't a cabinet for any of us, but it is one that I think somebody will find enjoyment with.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, that's kind of the point, right? Even though it's not for the us, as long as somebody's finding their way to it, right? And they're finding enjoyment out of it, then again, not for us, but that's kind of the point. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Somebody else having fun. And maybe that's the gateway to, them jumping on, Facebook and picking up a Star Wars or grabbing a Ridge Racer or something that, they don't make anymore, which is kind of sad. But, the modding aspect of this stuff too is a lot of fun in the end, because that's another gateway. I mean, the crazy taxi behind me was, a $2.99 Ridge Racer from Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, you never know where that's going to snowball. So while, these cabinets aren't for us, it may, turn them around and maybe they're buying a Joel Tendo, as I like to call it, down the road, because that's the style of the cabinet that they liked and, is their nostalgia, and 100%, Moat, 100%. He's an amazing dude. I love that dude in the most Viking sort of way. He's when I was building my machine, Stock Jock and I were, alpha wave guys when it came to the Joel Tendo. The fact that the dude was on vacation and he was like, all right, what's going on? He's Disney with his kids and he's calling me via Discord. What's going on? What more can you ask for from somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like, if there's a pedestal to put somebody on, G.I. Joel's one of those dudes. Put him up on it. He's an innovator. He's constantly tinkering. He wants to make it better. And that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So, good on him.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
All right. I had to cut this one short, but I want to make sure Vito, this is his first time on the stream. So I want to make sure I get his hot take for this show. So Vito, what is your hot take for the night?
Okay, it's actually, believe it or not, I thought about it before Billy Moz. It's an argument that I've had plenty of times, and it's part of what you said. So I believe firmly that Ben Affleck is the best, most comic accurate Batman. I'm dead serious. He is the most comic accurate Batman that there is. Comic accurate. The most
He's
comic
also-
accurate. Christian
only-
Bale's trash.
He's
Trash.
also the only other. He also played Superman in a flick. He also played George Reeve in what was it? Hollywoodland. So he's
Yes,
the
he
only
did.
guy to play Superman and Batman.
And I don't like Christian Bale. I think you guys hype the shit out of him. I think he was overrated. I think if not for Heath Ledger's Joker, you wouldn't even be talking about Christian Bale as Batman. That's my
Rachel.
opinion.
Rachel.
Like the freaking the where's the Joker? Like, bro, that's not Batman.
Martha. Come on. It's the Martha
Like-
bit.
Lame. Ben Affleck was 6'4". Batman's 6'4". Ben Affleck's 215. Batman's 220. He's the most comic accurate Batman there is. Michael Keaton's too small of a man. Christian Bale's a bit of a, no thank you. The other one sparkles and glitters in the sunlight, so no. Robert Pattinson's got to go. The most comic accurate Batman in that suit was Ben Affleck. Hands down. Sorry.
Batfleck.
So I'll say this about just real quick about the Robert Pattinson thing. First off, that movie was a half hour too long, for
The
sure.
movie was an hour too long.
That movie could have easily been cut down and been a lot better. I actually didn't think he was bad as Batman. Like the detective. He's the only one I felt like leaned into like the detective aspect of Batman. I hated his emo Bruce Wayne. Hated his emo Bruce Wayne though.
Pattinson?
Yeah, Pattinson.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. But as far as Ben Affleck goes, he was the Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Right.
He's the most comic accurate Batman.
I'll give you that. I still my heart goes to Keaton though. I do think Keaton was. I know what you say about him being too short. When they first announced Keaton was going to be Batman, thank God there was no internet back then. Holy
Oh God,
crap.
he had ripped to pieces, man. Come on,
He was
Michael
ripped to
Keaton,
He was ripped to
Beetlejuice.
pieces in the press to begin with. For it. Everybody was making fun of how short he is and all that kind of stuff. But he pulled it off in a way that I don't think anybody expected.
That's because it was the first time. No one was expecting it. That's why. It's not because it was groundbreaking. He didn't do anything groundbreaking. There was nothing groundbreaking about that movie. Period. About those movies with him. Nothing. Literally nothing.
Okay, the thing that got me, the reason why I was like out with Ben Affleck's Batman is whenever he does a 10 or 5 minute, whatever amount of time it was, workout scene before he goes to fight Superman. I'm like, dude, you can work out for the next 1,000 years. You're going to go fight Superman.
Yeah, that's that
It
whole
doesn't
Batman can beat anybody
matter.
with prep
Like-
bullshit. I don't believe that. That's
Like,
nonsense.
I'm
Batman
like-
cannot beat anybody with
I'm
prep.
like, come on, dude. Like, you're fighting Superman right now. Like, why do we have a workout monologue or montage here right now? Like, no one.
And not only that,
it doesn't matter.
Christian Bale,
And,
bro.
and then
Chris-
and then he just got into armor anyway.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale has a lisp. It's so bad. His lisp is so bad. Once I point it out to you, you're gonna not see it. It's really bad. So
It's
like
like
Batman
the-
with a lisp is brutal. Sorry.
It's like the squeak in a Led Zeppelin tune on the bass drum. I know exactly what you're talking about, Vito.
It's
I know
brutal.
exactly what you're talking
He
about.
speaks with his tongue. It's weird, man. Like I can't.
Well,
I'm sorry,
isn't
I
that how
can't
you're
do it.
supposed to speak?
No, but yeah, it's like where's the Joker? Like, come on, bro, stop.
If you guys want to have some fun though, because there's a lot. I'm seeing love for Adam West. Look up the Corridor Crew. Adam West's 2022's The Batman. The Corridor Crew took Adam West as Batman and put him in the 2022 Batman trailer. It is absolutely amazing. It's like when they took Danny DeVito and made him frickin' Wolverine. You guys got to look it up. That's your hot take. Like when you're done, stay here, but when you're done tonight, check that out. You will thank me. You
I'm
will
gonna say this real
absolutely
quick.
thank me.
Saying Spears stole my thunder because I was going to say the bad guy Mike Worley is the best Batman ever.
Yes, check out his channel.
If you haven't ever watched any of his stuff, it's great. But I am going to poo-poo on Vito's. So I've gone through all the Batmans. You know, I mean, I watched Adam West as a kid. Okay, I mean, watched all that stuff. Christian Bale, I think, it's been the very first movie he did. Christian Bale, that movie to me, it brought back exactly how Batman should be. Now I will give you Ben Affleck. I thought was pretty good. I didn't like Michael Keaton's. I didn't like Michael Keaton's. I just thought it was too goofy.
Too campy, yeah. I thought it was okay. She's too campy. Way too
So-
campy.
Yeah.
So-
If you're looking for a campy version of it, Michael Keaton is the guy that and there's, of course, there's other ones, Robert and all, and even Val Kilmer and all those ones. I don't even count those guys. I loved
George Clooney.
loved George
Oh,
Clooney,
God.
another one. No,
Bat nipples.
Batman MasterCard.
That
Killing
and
Well,
all the
let's get
sound
back
effects.
then.
Like, what the hell?
why
man?
did they have to be so, like you said, campy? Why did they have to be like that? I mean, Batman wasn't like that. So, anyway,
So-
that's my Christian Bale.
So,
I got to go with Christian Bale. I think he revived
think-
the character so well that it made for the other guys to look good.
I think
So-
you're all wrong. My Batman
boy.
is Kevin Conroy.
Thank you.
That is
I was
my
just thinking
Batman.
that. Yes.
All right.
That is
Kevin
All right.
that's
Conroy.
my Batman.
I will give you that.
It's
I
animated. It doesn't count.
100% give you that.
Rest
Yes.
in peace, man.
Yes.
That
Rest
is the
in
voice of
peace.
Batman to me. When I think of Batman, that voice like
They're
clicks. in
Kevin
that
Conroy
cartoon
had
pop-
it, no, without question. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
sorry.
Nope.
That was just
No.
No, and you know what's interesting about that? Like, to go back to what Billy Woods was saying about Christopher Reeves with Superman.
Yeah.
You listen to him when he does Bruce Wayne versus when he does Batman, and there's such a
It's the
distinct
same. Yeah.
difference.
Yep.
And you can tell he's trying, how he's trying to make the character different. And the thing with Batman is Batman was the real person, and Bruce Wayne was the mask.
Right.
Yeah.
And he definitely embodied that in his voice acting.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Chris, the movie guy. What are we
It's
gonna
not. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a hot take. Ben Affleck is the best comic accurate version.
get
of
outta
Batman.
Oh, and he's the movie guy.
However-
And he's the
Now-
movie guy.
Now,
He's the movie guy.
However, I will say this: my favorite Batman entertainment level is Adam West. I will always go back to those old '66 Batman show. Watch that. I love the
Yeah.
camp. Everything about it is great for what it is. It knew exactly what it was trying to do. It did it. I mean, Adam
the
West
best
running
car.
around with a big giant bomb through the middle of a beach and everything.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just for what it is. It knows exactly what it is. When Batman Begins came out, Christian Bale, it was like, oh, hey, here's a more serious take on Batman than we've seen before. It was like, oh, this is great.
It was dark.
It-
It was dark.
and
And
then-
I get it.
Dark Knight comes out, Heath Ledger's Joker. Oh, we're finally getting a comic accurate Joker. And then, of course, who comes along after playing the Joker? And it's just like, get that guy the hell out of here. What is 30 Seconds from Mars lead singer doing here?
Jared Leto.
Get him out
Jared
of here.
Leto.
He was awful.
Like-
Horrible.
Sorry, Jared Leto.
Horrible.
And
awful.
and I've seen the He-Man Masters of the Universe new trailer. Jared Leto plays Skeletor, but they've dubbed over him, so you don't know it's him. He's CGI all the way through, so there's none of the Jared Leto oozing through from the trailers that I've seen. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing him in a role where it's not Jared Leto.
Where it's not him.
You don't like seeing the
Yeah.
Joker give another man a lap dance? Well, that wasn't like prime Joker for you. That wasn't prime Joker because that was the best scene of the whole movie for me. It was wow. This is what I've been waiting for the Joker to do.
Let me just tattoo a mouth on my hand, and I'll talk to you like this.
Chaotic, what do you think? What's your take on Batflick? Think he's the best Batman? Do you think there's a different Batman you choose?
No. I said the most comic accurate.
Most comic accurate. Sorry.
So listening to everybody's arguments, I guess a lot of credit goes to the story's writing as well as directing, because Christopher Nolan, brought that to me. It brought that realistic style Batman, right, in a way, with what's his name, Christian Bale, billionaire with military style, gadgets and vehicles and stuff like that. versus the fantasy stuff with Joel Schumacher's
Schumacher, yeah.
yeah, Schumacher, yeah, that stuff, and Tim Burton's, Keaton, which it's like the stars aligned for certain movies, like the Keaton series, with Jack Nicholson's Joker, Danny DeVito as Penguin, and
Please don't forget about Michelle Pfeiffer.
yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was
Yeah.
How you doing?
fantastic, right?
I know she was
Oh,
brought up in the
yeah.
comments before, but oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it's just like stars aligned on certain movies, and I honestly love the campiness of Joel Schumacher's Mr. Freeze or Arnold Schwarzenegger. As a kid though, growing
Chill
up,
out.
I love that movie because
Chill out.
because of the one-liners that he has.
Yeah. Yeah.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Chill out.
God.
So bad.
So, it was so bad but so good, like just so campy. But yeah, I'm more the Christian Bale type guy but it wasn't necessarily Christian Bale that made it for me. It was the other actors, Heath Ledger as Joker, Bane. Bane. I like that design. Even though he sounded weird. And kind of
It's like talking into a tin can.
Yeah.
like I thought he was going to ask me for a can of caviar, but
Cillian Murphy as the Scarecrow.
oh yeah, that was
He was
fantastic.
actually
He
really good.
scared the hell out of me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
he was scary.
he was good. He was really good.
and I actually loved Morgan Freeman as Mr. Fox. That,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was great
Lucius.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, the butler. So
Oh,
yeah.
Michael Caine.
yeah, Michael
Caine,
Caine.
yeah.
Michael
Yes.
Caine as Alfred, was fantastic as well.
was.
So I don't know, like the way those movies were played out and everything, it felt so epic, and like scene to scene from movie to movie and through that entire trilogy, loved every second of it. So
So do you think it's more the movie surrounding Batman that made Christian Bale like more prominent to you, or do you think it's Christian Bale? Because he's saying this most comic accurate. So if the way you're talking is like everything
I-
surrounding him made him a
Yeah.
better
I-
Batman, but like
I
not.
feel
himself.
like everything surrounding Christian Bale made the movies even better. Like I didn't really like
Okay.
Christian Bale, especially when he was playing as Bruce
So
Wayne.
he's
So I'm
he's
kind of
got
agreeing
it.
with you there, Vito.
yeah.
Thank you.
But,
I get the Bruce Wayne part. I do.
Yeah,
do
his
get that.
Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne acting was like, but him as Batman, I was fine with because I liked the whisper and the raspiness.
All right, so
The
let me
portraying of that was fine.
ask you guys a question. The second Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, right? When you had Heath Ledger gets killed at the end, and then now you have another half hour of movie. Didn't it look like they ran out of plot? Like they just didn't know what
A
to
little
do after the
bit,
Joker
yeah.
died? Honestly,
No.
like it's a totally
Yeah.
different movie after the Joker leaves. That's why I said he was the whole movie, because once he's gone, it just right downhill. And in part 3, dude, I'm Bane. I'm talking in a tin. Like that was lame. Come on,
Yeah,
lame.
Yeah,
I did not like the
they
third
would have
one very
been
much
better.
at all.
They would have been better setting up because then it switched to the whole thing with Two-Face.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the funny thing is Heath Ledger's Joker lives, he gets captured. He doesn't actually
Right.
die in that, which
Right.
is a shame that Heath Ledger passed away and they couldn't bring him back.
and nobody could play him.
But then they
No,
But
killed.
he was the
No.
whole movie, dude. Like,
But then
He was.
they killed. I forget the actor who plays Two-Face in it. That should have been a
Tom-
setup for the third movie
Right,
to have
Right.
Two-Face be the main villain for the third movie.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No, absolutely.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think they just couldn't figure out what to do after that. Which
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
a
It's
lot
like
of
they
people
ran
were-
out of story.
Yeah, which
And that's why
Yeah.
when people bring those movies up, I bring that point up, and everybody agrees with me. I'm like, how could you make those movies the best Batman movies?
Yeah.
If they're running out of story when the Joker dies, and then the movie goes right to shit, it can't be the best.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because
And-
honestly, the first 20 minutes of that movie, are the best
bank
20
heist?
minutes of
Yes, the bank.
any
the
Batman
bank
movie
heist.
ever.
yeah, hands
that-
down.
Because
The
it's all
bank heist-
shot in IMAX, and it's like
The
this
bank
friggin'
heist is phenomenal.
so well
Mhm.
played out.
Yeah,
And
Well
it-
done.
and it rolls back to the original mask. The Cesar Romero mask that he wore in the original series when they first introduced the Joker. So that there's nostalgia, that freaking made it. And the guy that played Two-Face was Aaron Eckhart.
Thank you, Aaron Eckhart. I could not think
Thanks,
of his
Mike.
name. Yeah.
Okay.
Mo.
Once this loads up, this is the scene that
Somebody
did
put that
make
in the
me.
chat. Thanks, Mo. Yes.
This did make me laugh because the way Harvey Dent looks surprised once the Joker takes off his mask. Just watch this. He's like, "Oh hey, yeah."
Hi.
He's like, "How could you not tell? How could you not tell?"
Seriously, yeah.
He's just like, "Oh yeah."
It's
This
like,
nurse
oh,
is
it's
here.
pretty nurse
Can't-
with white
Can't
face.
tell who it is. What? Who is?
Yep. By the way, funny trivia, and some of you probably already know this. The scene right after this, where he walks out of the hospital and he's supposed to press the button and blow it up,
It doesn't go.
It doesn't
It
work.
doesn't
whatever.
go.
That was legit. He was
Absolutely,
supposed
yeah.
to press the button and it was supposed to blow up, and it didn't work. And he was playing with it, and when it actually blows up and he acts surprised, that was real.
Real. Yeah.
That
That was
really
100% real.
happened.
Yeah.
It was not set up to be like that, and it worked so perfectly.
But it was
great.
perfect.
It
Yeah.
did. I remember that. Yeah, it did.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
chaotic. Time for your hot take. What is your hot take for the evening?
Crap, man. I don't.
Ah.
I don't really have one.
Okay,
Oh,
This is where you
fine.
exit
fine.
quickly.
That's fine.
Fine. I got one. Billy. Well, you only had 30 minutes with it, but the Wonderland update is kind of underwhelming.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
I was hoping for more, and there's a lot more bugs than there is fixes. So, those of y'all out there that have the Wonderland update and that you're forced to actually do, because I just turned my machine on, it's like, didn't ask me did I want to do it. It just did it.
Mhm.
Yep.
I didn't really like that either. But it's
Taking
a
this
little,
update.
I mentioned that as well.
yeah. So it's a little underwhelming, and I'm hoping that they bring another bug fix out quick or another patch out quick, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of
You know,
things that are broken.
And to their credit, they noted in their propaganda, for lack of a better term, all the info that they're putting out, hey, this is beta. Congratulations, we're all beta testers now.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, oh crap, they accidentally sent that to everybody.
I saw 4 of these things at Pin. I don't get what you guys go gaga for this thing for. I think this thing is overrated. I saw it at Pinfest. I was not impressed with it. It just looks
Look,
cheap.
It's well, if you're
Compared to a
expecting
real
Stern,
pinball, it is cheap.
yeah. But if you're expecting Stern, you're not getting it.
No, I'm
period.
not expecting
But-
Stern, but I expected something a little better. Like you guys all
But-
hyped it up. I saw it. I was like, this is it? Really?
I love this thing.
I do too.
You know what? When your family walks into a room and my wife is like, F that, the 4K because it's not real pinball, right? I don't see the physical ball. She was like, oh, this is great. It's real pinball,
Yeah.
but and for the Kickstarter, $7.99 plus $50 shipping.
Yeah,
Bro, come on.
and I got
Um,
it for $99, so yeah, I
so-
could have saved $300 easy.
Sorry, but again, you're Vito, you're the guy that's like, I don't see it, and that's cool. It's not for everybody,
It's not for everybody.
No,
You
yeah.
know, and that's one of the things that I always that I stress too with don't go all freaking FOMO over it, because if you're on the fence, don't buy it. Reach out to somebody that's in one of the communities. Come on over to my house. Flip on it for a little bit. If you think it sucks, then cool.
You
Then
saved
it's
you some money.
obviously, save yourself some money. Thor Kid saying here, Stearns cost 10 grand for a reason.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
of course. Listen, I don't know. I just saw the reviews. I saw it at Pinfest. I was like, all right, let me go see what the big hype is. And I was just,
Oh.
I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I just didn't.
And there are, and that's again, that's what's awesome about free will, right? We're all different. We're all unique. We all
100%.
like different shit. But to Chaotic's point, like I only had literally 30 minutes with it. So like, cool. Pop bumpers, great. They're not as aggressive. But those people that like that it's aggressive are going to feel like it's nerfed. They fixed the call out at the end where it was double talk, of ha 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 off with her head and then game over.
Game over.
But now they just got rid of the off with her head and it's just game over. So did you really fix it by cutting a line? So, there are things, and again, work in progress. It's one of those things where at this point, I give them kudos for trying, right? Everybody's complaining about, how much the code sucks. All right, well, here's your beta. We're giving it a shot. To your point, also Chaotic, like the fact that we didn't know it phoned home every time we fired the machine up, that to me is a little bit red flaggy. Yeah. We, so we got to, pull the @games thing to turn it off the Wi-Fi so it's not reaching out every time we fire up a machine. Like, that's a problem for me too. So, I'm going to shut up because I'll keep going. But awesome hot take, sir.
But on the downside for that, if you turn the Wi-Fi off,
then you can't upload to the leaderboard.
Maybe I'm wrong. You can't. Well, never mind the updates, but aren't there like leaderboards?
Well, yeah, and that's what I was just. I knew that's where you're going with it. Yeah, you won't go up on the leaderboards, but do I really give a shit about the leaderboards personally, especially when initially it was. A, because we didn't want to spend time flipping through the damn thing to put our initials in every freaking time. You mean to tell me you can't take the 5 minutes to store it, especially in first player mode? That's, another one of my gripes. But again, it's baby steps. This is all brand new. And when you're buying something like a Wonderland, you're an early adopter. Like it or not, you're an early adopter.
Yep.
So, we're the guinea pigs. We're, and look, anybody that has issues with what we got today, put your tickets in, follow up with support, let them know what your beefs and your gripes are, and they will slowly work on it. Look, we're beta, again, I can't stress it enough. We're beta testers right now. And whatever feedback we give them now only improves TMNT and Oz later on down the road. But again, I'm gonna go get another beer. So
okay.
Can I don't have one of these. I don't have one, but I'd like to make a comment on it because I want.
You can have an opinion.
You're not
you
allowed
can't
to
have an opinion.
You didn't look at it. You didn't touch it. You can't have one.
See y'all later. Then.
Technically, you didn't touch it. So
we're kidding. Okay, these
You're
are
not
all
allowed.
This is the point. I wanted more, respond to what Vito said, and which is this isn't for him, which I totally get. Okay, I own a real pinball. Okay, I was this close to buying one of these things. I literally had I was on a job site waiting for the thing to go live on Kickstarter. I literally had it out and I just couldn't push it. Okay. And the reason why I couldn't push the button to get the thing was I was just too worried about the physics because I have a real pinball. Okay. And because, the ball's smaller and everything's smaller on this thing. I was really worried about the physics. So I decided I'm going to just pass on this thing. I'll wait. I'll pay more for it if I really, really want it. Because like I said, I've got the real thing and, it's granted I didn't pay. Well, because it's an LE. I didn't pay the, whatever it is, 15 grand or whatever it is. I got it out of raffle. But when I got to play it though, up at Milwaukee, I will tell you this, Vito, did you get to play it at all? Did you play it?
Yeah, I messed around with it a little bit. That's why I said I just was not. I'm sorry, it's cheap.
I
felt cheap.
I played it, and it's no real pinball. And I mean, because I've got it, it's no real pinball. But I will tell you, for an entry level into
for a
pinball,
gateway drug.
a gateway drug into pinball, I thought it played really well, and I enjoyed playing it. If they came out with an IP that I liked, I might get one down the road.
Especially when they learn from,
Yeah.
from previous
But I-
iterations, people's
I thought
feedback.
for $1,000 machine, I thought was pretty impressive for what I saw. And I like I said, I was worried about the physics. They were not bad at all. That smaller ball did not take off like I thought it would. I just really was worried about that. And that smaller ball basically played almost like the regular size. Wait.
Before that continues,
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
All right, here we go.
we are an hour and 45
listen,
minutes.
we're past midnight here on the East Coast. We're
Yes.
allowed to go
Yeah.
beyond PG now.
Yeah, that's it. That's
That's
it.
right.
Nothing good happens after midnight. Nothing good
Can
Vito,
we-
happens.
go,
Right.
go, Vito, go.
Okay.
The
So-
Jersey
so-
guys go ballistic.
So I don't own this, but obviously I've been watching a lot of stuff, and I will admit I've had a bit of FOMO about this thing, watching some of the coverage. I hope they bring this or the Ninja Turtles one to somewhere closer on the East Coast here so I can try it. I would love to see it for sure. My hope is, like some of you guys were saying, is that they learn from this first iteration, and that when the Ninja Turtles one comes out, that it's a better machine overall.
Better experience.
With better, that they've learned from the experience, better code, maybe better layout and things like that, because I'm absolutely interested in the Ninja Turtles one. And that is an IP I would be all in on and would love to get one. And Wonderland, if you're listening, going back to Stock Jock's original hot take, I would be happy to review one if you would like to send it out to me.
But
No,
and he'll be honest.
And I will be honest.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
promise you.
Yeah.
I just believe whatever
Yeah.
Bill says.
All right, I'm not watching Bill anymore now. I can't watch Bill ever again.
Sean, I'm always wet.
All right, so I did have one hot take from me, but I don't know how well it's going to be received because it is a
Oh.
very spicy hot take. And we are well after midnight, so if anybody's like, "Hey, it's getting a little late. I can't stay on," I completely understand if you gotta hop off. Appreciate
You got
y'all
no
here.
sack then. Come on.
Yeah.
Man up.
I may
I
have to
don't-
refresh, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Man up.
Okay.
I did it twice already,
Ready for
Bill.
this.
Go for it.
I think the iconic arcade is the most hypocritical arcade machine ever brought to home arcade. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. If you're someone who goes into the regular arcade enthusiasts, these people who are elitists who like love a pure like arcade, and you mention an arcade 1-up, they like spit on you because you did that. And I believe there's people who are in the home arcade community that if you mention a full-size arcade, they do the same. They're like, "How dare you mention a full-size arcade to me?" Like, I don't want that thing in my house. It's disgusting. That's the way it
Danny.
feels.
This won't fit in my closet.
Rat
Yes.
piss.
And then the iconic arcade comes out, which is, I think, fine. I have nothing against the machine. I don't care at all. I'm like, you know what? Cool, you guys want it. But what comes out about it is, hey, this is like the same exact size as a real arcade. It's just as wide as a real arcade. How heavy is it? This thing's 150 pounds. So why do we buy three-quarter scale arcades? Size. We wanted size because we wanted smaller arcades. Space. We didn't have space in our houses, so we wanted smaller arcades. The real one's way too much. But then you get this thing out there, and it's like, hold on a minute. Everything you just said has now been contradicted by this gigantic thing.
They're
It's
getting
the
bigger.
They're the same size as a real arcade. Like, so everything you've been saying this entire time, I feel like has been contradicted, that you really wanted a real arcade and you just didn't know how to go about it. Now, full-size arcades obviously are heavier, but I had someone recently, Gamer Fridge, who finally got an actual size arcade in his house. It was difficult to get it in there, don't get me wrong. But he has openly told me it's easier to move around than it was his arcade one-ups because it's on wheels, which most of these arcades are on wheels. People don't understand that either. Once you get them in your house, they're on wheels. They have a CRT, which makes them heavy, but you can replace them with an LCD and you can put a pie in them the same way that you can. I'm just saying, this thing seems very hypocritical to me within the home arcade community. As someone who has now started on full-size arcades, I don't like to talk about them because every time I do, people just go off about it. That, oh, I don't want that thing in my house. How are you going to take this thing, this 150 or 120 pound, whatever, this big, and climb this up your steps any easier? You're going to need a dolly. You're going to need 2 people. That's exactly what you're going to need for this. This is a full-size arcade, guys. That's the way I feel about it. And I feel like I don't hate the machine. I don't think there's anything wrong with the machine, but I think we need to pump brakes and think for a minute, like, hey, maybe full-size arcades are not really out of the realm of things. We can kind of look at it now and be like, hey, if this fits in my house, that's just as wide and almost just as tall as a real arcade, maybe full-size arcades, they aren't that bad. They're not a bad idea. That's all I'm saying. That's my hot take.
I like
Like,
that.
why not have both? Like, what's to stop people from having both? Why not have full
Exactly.
size?
I know people have both.
Yeah. See,
Right.
I've never understood the elitist mentality on either end of things. You know,
Exactly.
listen, if you like the small, like, I'll be honest with you, for the space that I have, the 3/4 scale works great. I have no problem with that. When Arcade One Up came out with their first XL, and we thought that was going to be the future, everybody started talking at XL. Fine, great. Listen, if you want bigger machines, if you can fit them in your space, go for it.
Go for it.
But let people get what they want. I mean, if you want the 3/4 scale, stick with the 3/4 scale. If you want the XL or the bigger ones like this, get those. If you want real arcade, get those. If you want a mix of all of them, who's to say who's right or who's wrong about this? You like what you like, you buy what you buy. It really shouldn't matter either way.
I'll stop sharing that.
I'm
All
under
right.
them. I would say this, and that is, I am. If I had the space, I'd have every different size that there was. I'd have real stuff. I'd have deluxe size cabs. I'd have XL size cabs. I'd have XT size cabs. I'd have my deal is I am limited by space. Okay, not unless the wife lets me add more room on the back of this house, which I'm pushing for big time, by the way. I am constrained by space, and
Yeah.
I want to get as much in here as I can because
And see, that's
I
what the
want
thing
the
was. It's like that's why
Yeah.
I understood. That's why I understood 3/4 scale arcades. I'm like,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
total sense to me.
Yeah.
But then you get this behemoth in there, and I'm like, wait a minute, just get a real arcade. like, that's where you're at with this thing. It's just it's massive. It's heavy. It's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm glad you said that because it is. It's also. I'm by myself. I mean, my wife won't help me with this stuff. I mean, this I've got to put together myself. Okay. I mean, I might be able to get my son to come over and help if I really, really need it. But I'm looking for something where I can put together myself because I also enjoy putting these things together. So I love it.
Yeah.
I you know, if they came out with a cab, I'd build it every week if I could get one because I enjoy the build part of it as well.
I could have used
So-
you near me because I hated building those things. After
I love
after
building these things.
the first 10, I was like, this is fun. Then after that, I was like, oh my gosh, just get it over with. Like I just want to have
Yeah,
it.
no,
Like-
I really enjoy it. I don't know why.
Stock truck. I tried to move a bureau out of my house that I was getting rid of from outside of right where the door is to a little area where I could put it aside with my wife, and we cursed at each other the whole time. So I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want big. I don't care if I had the space or not. I'd get every size there was if I had the space, but I
That's
don't.
great.
I'm constrained by space. So,
Yeah.
But
Billy Woods is being really quiet over here. I think he's got a lot to say. He's like, he
thinking.
hasn't said a word
He's
yet. He's just
thinking.
like,
I'm just
he's sitting back. I knew I'd get ripped for this one. So, Billy,
I'm just picturing Bill and his wife yelling at each other.
Yeah, no,
The whole time, like, wow, I've been there. I know what that's like. Jesus Christ.
No,
my wife is Korean. You can imagine.
Oh,
gosh.
So, I mean, look, I'm of the you do you boo kind of thing, right? Like, whatever tickles your pickle, floats your boat, whatever, do it. You know, 3/4 scale works for me. You know, I'm interested to see how my FU is going to fit.
yeah,
You know, because that's going to be giant. Do I got to get rid of the turntable here for it? Like, all right, now I'm blocking a window. Now I'm blocking egress if I need to take it and get the hell out of here.
you need
Like,
sunlight or an escape route.
well, yeah, well, no. If it were me, I'd paint all my windows black, and because I love the dark. You know,
Like Christian
Yeah.
Bale or like the other Batman.
no, I
was molded by it.
I love the dark, but I hate nature. I hate nature. Goonies, for anybody that was
There you
wondering.
go.
So you're the sparkly Batman. Got it.
You know, but at the end of the day, like, I got Blockbuster over here. That, like, do I got to put that in the basement for all the crap that I want? You know, and then you got to fight the wife because she's like, well, where are you putting this shit? There's all that stuff. So, like I said, the Iconic, just it's a great concept. It's very cool. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
Just ain't my thing. And that's
It's
it.
like, and that's what
I'm putting my
I
pin
guess
in.
my
it.
thing is like call a spade a spade. You're buying a full size arcade. That's what you're doing right now. Like,
Yeah.
and to all the
But
people who hated it on other people who bought full size arcades, that's where
then
I'm
it's
like,
not for you. Then it's not
Yeah.
for you. If you're gonna, take a dump all over it because X what, it's not for you. Then
Yeah.
why shit on it for everybody else that it's for them, right?
Right.
yeah,
You know, it's the Wonderland. It's
Yeah.
the 4K. It's the Joltendo. It's you're driving.
yeah.
Everybody likes their own thing, and you can put your comment out there that, like, I don't like it because X, Y, and Z. But again, if it's not for you and you don't have skin in the game, then it's not your fight. So just let it go. Like Disney and Frozen, my kid, let it go. Let it go.
All right, other Bill, what's your thoughts, opinions on my hot take?
Well, I kind of put them out there a little bit, but like I said, I do agree with you. I think that
You can stay. All right.
hold on.
Liquid courage right there. Get it in there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, look, I'll say what I said before, and I agree completely with what Billy Woods was saying. You like what you like, you buy what you buy. But, for anybody to sit out there and say, this is trash or that is trash because it's this size or that size, or, who cares about these arcade one-ups? You should get real arcades, or, who wants the maintenance of real arcades? You should get these. Get what you want. If like Stock Chuck was saying, if I had the room and the money and could mix them up with different things, I would absolutely do that. Like and part of the only reason that I haven't bought the Iconic yet, or Glenn's FU cab, is part of it has to do with money, because they are a little pricey compared to what I have paid in the past for arcade one-ups, and a good portion of it has to do with their size and space limitation. So if I had all the space in the world, I'd be getting bigger full-size cabs. But because of where I have my machine, and I've got a pretty decent size space for machines, but I also want to be able to fit as many in there as possible. So the smaller they are, the easier they fit. Now, I don't want slim Katies, but
Hey,
but that's my
okay.
but again, that's my preference. Some people might like that, and that might work better for them. And I don't care if you do. So I'm
Well,
not,
I was
I'm
on
not
vacation.
crapping on them.
Whenever we were on vacation here this past week, we were in Hocking Hills, and we had this Airbnb that had, some arcade one-ups set up, and one of
Yeah.
them was a Slim Katie. I have to say, for all the crap we gave Danny about that, we were absolutely right. That thing is trash. Do not buy that thing.
Okay. Well, that's funny.
That
That's
looks
funny.
horrible. I was like, this
Oh,
thing
what an
sucks.
overhand right. Love it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But I mean, like I said, in all seriousness, yeah. Yes, for those who were crapping on and poo-pooing the idea of bigger cabs and now are all in on them, come on.
Right.
That's my
Come on.
point. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
That's my point.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And again,
That's
you can like what you like or whatever, but be honest about it.
Right.
Yeah. Chaotic. Any
Oh
thoughts?
boy, here we go.
As you have an XL WrestleFest behind you, let's.
Well, so to harken back what Billy Wood said, you're gonna like what you're gonna like, and there's plenty of people like that. Now, there's also like-minded people who first got into 3/4 scale because, hey, I love Ninja Turtles. I remember playing that in the arcade. I want one. I bought one, and that was your way of getting into it, right? 9 times out of 10, most people in here, all right, if it doesn't exist in the home arcade market, what do? You go to Marketplace to see if there's a real one close by you, and it's like within reasonable price of $300 to $700, $800. Galaga, you're the perfect example. I want Tapper, I found one. I want Galaga, I found one. I want Crystal Castle, I found one.
Yeah.
Right
You know.
here. Right here. Yes.
And it harkens back to what I said earlier, like with Wonderland. Wonderland was my gateway drug into wanting a real pinball machine. Real pinball machines are ginormous. This is a 80% scale, fits well into my room. Same thing with my 4KP. They're on complete opposite sides of the room to each other because behind me is a fireplace, and it has a huge lip. So I got all the other arcades in front of it. Don't use fireplace. But what was I saying? There is some people in the community that want everything to be the exact same height and exact same width.
We're not naming names, are we?
And no, not naming names at all, because this cab is shorter. It's a deluxe. I gotta ask G.I. Joel to make me a 7-inch riser for this one, but then it's going to be slightly taller than this other one. So I need to have him make a 1-inch riser for this one, and they need to be all exactly the same height. That's not a real arcade. Real arcade. Looking behind Galaga Guy, you got cabs that are similar shape and size. You got some that barely even scrape his ceiling, and then you got other ones that are actually much shorter. That's almost G.I. Joel's Nintendo cab is basically a 3/4 scale version, but technically it's almost about the size of a full size Nintendo cab if you think about it, right?
I think we've almost 90%.
90%, right?
Because they were smaller cabs to begin with. So yeah,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why doesn't he make an XL?
Exactly, which is the point of my video. Whenever I compared it to my Donkey Kong, I'm like, people, especially a certain person, were really wanting an XL version of it, and I'm like, dude, he has nowhere to go with this. What is he gonna do? Increase it by 1 inch, width and height, and say it's an XL?
Yeah.
There's nothing else there, dude. It's 4 inches away from the top. It doesn't. He's gonna be making full size cabs.
You want a full size cab? Add a Joel, put a riser underneath it, and call it a day.
Yeah, it's it's the same
thing.
man.
He is very specific about making them 3/4 scale to feel like they fit in with
your
the
home
arcade.
arcade.
It's a smart move on his part.
It is.
It makes total sense.
Yes, but in the end, if you bought a 3/4 scale arcade because it's something that you have nostalgia for, I guarantee you you got a little bit of curiosity in you. You went on Marketplace to see if you can find something else,
Oh yeah.
whether it be real or a recreation of some sorts, to see if you can get one. Somebody's done it, so it doesn't matter who you are, man. If you like 3/4 scale stuff and that's all you want to stick to, totally cool. That's kudos to you. Like, good luck staying that way too, because it's hard, right? Damn it, I want a Robotron. I want somebody to create a Robotron. Well, I can't find nobody. It's taken years and years and years for somebody to create a Robotron. So I either have to rely on somebody in the community to build one, or I can go find a real one in the marketplace and pick one up. And so it depends on really what you want to do. And there's back to the whole thing about your hot take about Iconic. It's close to a real sized arcade machine.
Now listen, all arcades are the same height, okay, Brian? They're all the same height. Exactly.
Can't you tell from that picture?
The original arcades were all the same height, and that's just how it's supposed to be. Okay.
I never knew they weren't the same height. Wow, that's incredible.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Perfect graphic designers and digital.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that Donkey Kong Jr. in there.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a big cab.
No.
You puny Donkey Kong Jr.
It needs a 5-inch riser.
And this barely fits in here. I mean, that's
exactly.
Yeah, that barely fits in there. But yeah, I mean, every one of these is a different height.
Imagine if you had a Mappy. I don't think you'd be able to fit it in there.
Oh,
Get the grid. Get the grid.
Oh.
The grid.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah,
Baby Pac-Man.
Trying to get that.
So
yeah,
it's inevitable, man. Like the Iconic, it's 99.9% full size arcade. If you're into that kind of thing, you're into that kind of thing. If you're not into that thing, you're not into it. I mean, that's you do you.
Yeah.
Boo boo.
You do you, boo boo.
Yep.
So,
hey, boo boo.
In other words, I totally agree with you.
Vito.
Sir.
What else do you have? He's like, I've been sitting here
Like,
tired. What? It's 12
Vito,
40.
get a multicade.
No.
End.
Yes,
Pretty
he's
much,
like, why
yeah,
do you guys
just-
even buy these things? Just get buy a multicade.
Just get an all-in-one multi-cade like I got and call it a day.
Or make one.
Yeah, or make one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't have the time for that. No, I'd
Thank
rather
you
buy
so
one.
much. Thank you so much, B. Kirby, for the 10 gifted memberships for the twin ship
Nice.
shooters. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. But yeah, guys, that was my hot takes, and I've enjoyed all of your hot takes here. I know it's really late. I apologize. I didn't expect it to go this long, but
Sorry for keeping everybody up so late.
No,
It was a good time.
Good. This was fun.
yes.
This was great.
It'll be more
Yes.
comfortable doing it from home, obviously, because this chair sucks. I can't sit still. You're gonna throw it out of a damn window. It's driving me
I think I'm
crazy.
going to do these
At least
like
you're
You're
not
a
once-
captain.
year.
Where's your big captain's chair? I mean, come on.
You don't get those in
Yeah.
the firehouse.
That's my bed.
Captain's bed there.
You're at a job. You don't get that.
And see, I'm in the middle of 3D printing my Galaga Guy 88 coaster.
That's
Nice.
right. We got coasters coming out, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's
So
that's
this
the
is
reason
gonna
why I
be-
keep getting up, because I keep looking at it to make sure it's printing right.
I got to mess
Yeah.
with mine. The nozzle got all jammed up, and I got to clean it out.
I'm having issues too right now.
I'm so pissed over the Bamboo Labs thing, but that's another hot take for another episode, sir.
There you go.
Part
What
three.
happened?
That's why. Okay. What happened?
Oh, so they essentially sued a guy that, based on their slicer, created like an offshoot. Now their slicer that they use is open source.
Mhm.
So they basically, they didn't sue him. They sent him a cease and desist and basically said, look, you're impersonating us. Whenever your slicer is used, it comes across our system. And the long and short of it is they're being a-holes. And since everything that they do is based on open source, and they're coming after a guy that basically used their open source and tailored it to make it a little bit better. Now, guys like Louis Rossman, who's a huge in the, you should be able to fix it yourself like I am kind of guy. You know nothing when it comes to digital product and all that other stuff. Essentially, it comes down to, you bought and paid for something, and then somebody turns around and says, well, no, now this part of what you bought and paid for is a subscription thing. I'm a huge person that, I'm huge against that. So long and short of it is guys like Steve Burkett over at Gamers Nexus, Louis Rossman, a lot of people are now taking this dude's Slicer and putting it up on their GitHubs for free. So everybody can, right to repair advocate, 100%, right. Mr. Encoder. This is where I need to stop because this is where the F-bombs are going to start there.
Well, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, though.
Yes.
It's so funny that you bring up their slicer because I use Anycubic slicer and it's a build. It's a build off of Bamboo Labs slicer. Mm-hmm. It's exactly the same.
Mine's off of Orca.
Yeah,
and the long and short of it is a lot of these companies that start out forget where they came from, and this is an instance where Bamboo excuse me, first day on a new tongue. Bamboo Labs is forgetting where they came from. So all they're doing at this point is now pushing people to buy, from Prussia, which now I'm looking at versus. I know where Chaotic's coming from. You got your nice little one, open, beautiful little machine, but I want that heated little box because I have some ideas.
Look at you need to look at the one I have then, the Snapmaker.
Yeah, and
I love it.
And if you want to go pro, a lot of people say that Snapmaker's not where it's at, but you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
But
B Kirby, you're on the job in Chicago.
Yes.
Ooh, nice,
That's
dude.
So he just said, right? He works for the city of Chicago. He's on the job. I didn't know he was on the job.
I hope I see you in Chicago at the expo, sir. Let's go.
Yeah, he's in Chicago. Yeah,
good place.
All right, guys. Well, we've been on for 2 hours and almost 12 minutes. I've never had a show run this long, which is awesome. Like I love all the hot takes, and I want to.
That's good.
Yeah,
I never shut up.
Try to do this every few weeks. Have some hot takes, bring on some guests, and just talk about random hot takes that we do have. So I appreciate everyone who came on. I believe Jason Alien was going through and making sure everyone's. He set links for everyone's channels.
This is all about you, Sheldon. Subscribe to Sheldon's channel, like and subscribe, guys.
And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show. I came from a graduation party where it was 90s theme. That's where we're Nirvana and the flannel. That's where that came from. So we went the more grunge route with our 90s themes. That's why I'm wearing
Only way to go. Only way to go.
So we lost the costume competition though, which I was kind of peeved at. But I was like, whatever. We were the most grunge looking, but they weren't looking for grunge apparently. So, anyways, guys.
Well, F them.
Exactly. Don't say the word though, just a letter. Make sure.
And before we leave,
PG-13.
Everybody say happy birthday to Vito and happy birthday to Jason.
Oh,
happy birthday, Jason and Vito.
My birthday was yesterday.
Well,
yeah,
2 days ago.
Technically, yes.
But it's still
now
relevant.
It was yesterday, but still.
But thank you, guys.
Still relevant.
I appreciate it.
Still counts.
Cheers, brother.
He finally turned 30.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm finally 30. I'm so happy I can puke. Friggin' 50, bro. It's crazy.
All right, guys.
We're still crazy enough to run into stuff that's on fire. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, without even thinking twice. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I can't wait.
Nope. Go in and get it.
Yep.
Sorry.
It ain't coming to you. You got to go get it, kid.
That's it. Go get it. Sorry, Sheldon.
Yeah. All right, not a problem. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one, and this should